This is for those who always, in the back of their mind, wanted to start their own business. They was tired of the 9 to 5. They wanted to wake up whenever they feel like it. They wanted to be their own boss. For some people who are on their own, they don't live with their parents. They're taking care of themselves. They don't work hard labor, brickwork, construction, unloading trucks, working in cold weather, packing in a warehouse. They done put their time in. Listen to what I'm telling you. All Jesus has his children doing is asking these people a simple question. Guess what I don't have to do anymore? I don't have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go to work. I no longer have to lift 60-pound kitchen cabinets, unloading them from the back of a truck. I do not have to build fences. I no longer have to work heavy labor. So, by me getting kicked out a couple stores, white girls lying on you, saying that you harassing them, dealing with people that don't have no common sense, or do I want to go back to brickwork, working in 100 degrees weather, doing construction? Do I want to have to worry about getting laid off? I don't have enough money to pay my rent because my hours is short. Or would I just rather deal with somebody by just showing them one page in the book? I no longer have to sweat. I no longer have to use my muscles. I no longer have to worry about how I'm going to pay my bills. This is for those who always were sick and tired of working for somebody. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. Because a lot of these guys, they still live at home with their parents. They never been out of their hometown. They never been to different states. They are silver spoon. These are kids that don't need for nothing. They are rich kids. They never experienced having to pay actual bills, not just the phone bill, not just the Wi-Fi bill. I'm talking about bills. Making sure that you have a place to live and that you have something to eat in your refrigerator. No, I'm not worried about people lying on me, because I no longer have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning getting ready for work. I no longer have to be outside in 100 degrees weather doing construction work, wearing steel-toe boots, making your feet hurt. So instead, I'm just going to ask a simple question. What is so hard about asking somebody a question? What is so hard about that? I don't have nobody behind my back watching me. I don't have to worry about somebody trying to write me up, trying to suspend me. I don't have to answer to nobody. I move on my own time. I can clock out when I feel like it. And if I don't want to do nothing, I don't have to worry about losing my job, getting fired. It's all year round. Construction is only in the summertime, wintertime, and start drying out 20 hours a week. Listen to somebody trying to tell y'all. This is for those who always said, man, this 9 to 5, man, this ain't it, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. I know it's some way that I can make some money to provide for myself. And it's a lot of people who are out there making $70,000, $80,000 a year. And they are so stupid. They are still working for people. That's because they don't have that mindset. Rich kids don't think like that. Because they always had somebody taking care of them. They know that they have a house to go to when all things, you know what I'm saying, don't work out. They're not worried about trying to start their own businesses. Because they're just going to follow mommy and daddy's footsteps. They went to college, they got a career, and they live in a nice house. So they're just going to repeat the cycle. They don't know nothing about wanting to be comfortable. They don't know nothing about that. Wanting to separate and do their own thing. They don't understand. That's why I said this is for those who always said, man, this ain't it. I know it's something out there that I can do. Listen, some of y'all hear me, some of y'all don't. Because, like I said, some of y'all still live with y'all parents. You never had your own crib before. So this conversation is not really even for y'all. But I just want to let y'all know, man, it's so sweet. This life, I don't have to worry about getting fired. I don't have to worry about somebody snitching on me, going to HR, trying to write me up. I don't have to worry about, man, I'm sick of this manager, man. This supervisor, he is in the way. He do too much. This stuff never has to come out my mouth. I have not had to worry about how I'm going to live in 3 years. 3 years. I'm living a life that these college graduates, they have careers. They don't even have a peace of mind. They're complaining about making $3,000 a week. They're stressed out over bills. Man, it's somebody who has money. Somebody that's living comfortable. But they hate their job. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to get up early. Then you got somebody that can move on their own time and they're not stressing. This is for the only if you ever had to work heavy labor, hard labor, heavy lifting. This is not for you IT nerds and on a computer. No, that life, no. That is on a customer call service, answering telephones, no. There's nothing to complain about. But I just want to let y'all know, man, this every day, I have nothing to worry about. I don't have any anxiety, any depression, any worries, because what I'm doing is so sweet. It's so sweet. The only way that I can get fired is if I quit. I have to quit in order for me to get fired. It don't matter if you're the best worker at your job. You're going to get fired because you're not in seniority. Seniority is somebody who's been at the company longer than you, 10 years. So when it's time for them to start cutting down, everybody who's been at the job for 3 months to 6 months, you're out the door. You're on your way looking for another job. With Jesus, you don't have to worry about that. There is no favoritism. There is none of that. Everybody's going to eat. So I just want to let y'all boys, y'all know what's going on, man. I'm not worrying about how I'm going to move around, and I'm not worrying about none of that. I'm not waking up 3 o'clock in the morning like I used to. I can't tell you the last time I wore a pair of steel-toe boots. I don't even own a pair. There is no hard labor. There is no heavy lifting. There is speaking. That's all I am doing. Opening up a book and showing somebody a page. Who gonna fire me? Who gonna snitch on me? Who do I have to worry about? Who do I have to worry about? Nobody.